spent my career both on the investing side as well as advising corporates, really fascinated about leadership and impact at scale. IT and digital transformation, the type that Brillio is really leading in the market today, is rapidly becoming the driver of so many fundamental business model changes and augmentations. And I'm really excited about the potential that we have together to drive impact at scale for so many of our clients. Brillio really sits at the heart of the journey for many corporates that are going into this next decade of fundamental change. The need for digital transformation is vast and long, and that speed of change is actually accelerating. For most enterprises, candidly, we are excited by that journey and also somewhat skeptical. We've all seen IT transformation projects that have lasted for twice as long and cost twice as much than what was promised at the beginning. And I think Brillio's client-centered approach that helps clients cut through the hype and really be able to execute at scale is its key strength in this next phase. As always, the strength of every organization is its people and its culture. And it's the people at Brillio who really focus on what our clients are needing to deal with and their challenges every day. That's really the key growth driver in this next phase. It won't come as a surprise to most of you that the complexity for most consumer businesses and retailers has just grown exponentially over the last few years. And this is in an environment where our own data backends are generally plagued with legacy systems and a real lack of continuity in terms of thinking. I'll cite two potential growth opportunities that most of us are wrestling with. The first is on the front end, or what I call the consumer side of the story. And it really is to help us realize the promise of AI in retail and how to unlock that next level of personalization. And by that I mean servicing the right information, the right consumer journey for that right individual at the right time. Because so much of the activity that we tend to do today in that sort of journey is actually somewhat superfluous, or we are fire hosing at a time where we really need to be much more pinpoint specific. And by doing this, Brillio can help us cut through a lot of unproductive activity in our own organizations, but at the end of the day, serve our own customers even better. On the back end, the key opportunity I see is helping us to unlock the power that's within our own organizations and within our own data. We are an industry that is incredibly KPI driven, sometimes too much so. But most of that data sometimes today sits in individual silos, or we're inundated by data that we're actually not quite sure how to cut through and get to the power and the simplicity of using that data to drive smarter use of speed of decision making and smarter use of the quality of that decision making with smarter use of automation. Well, I hope to be able to add to this incredible journey that most of the industries I'm involved with are on by helping the Brillio team understand and focus on what really matters to branded consumer businesses as well as retailers in this environment. I also hope to be able to play a role in building that trust that is really important in that conversation and that journey. The IT transformation that most of us are going through is actually quite noisy and quite complicated and very confusing oftentimes to our clients. And most of them are really seeking trusted partners to help them cut through the hype and really execute. And I hope to be able to play a role in facilitating those conversations. For your clients, I would say this is an incredibly exciting, but I also recognize a daunting time. There is a lot of fundamental change when we look at the world around us, and the speed of that change is sometimes overwhelming. We all need a trusted partner with the right skill sets, the right balance of vision, commerciality, and real-world execution to help us be successful, in this transition. And Brillio really is top of the list, for that partnership. For our employees, I would say this is also hopefully a very exciting personal journey. And I feel really privileged to be joining you for this next phase. And I look forward to meeting each and every one of you.